Quick addendum to everything else. I need your guys' help. We need to name the thing, the slam thing. We need to name the Expo Bus something better than Expo Bus because that's lame. And we need a name for this new project down here on the floor. So I want you guys, if you don't mind, to leave a comment on what you think any of these should be named. And I really hope that I don't end up with Thingy McThingerson or Bussy McBusserson or whatever. Like, cool names. I want to get some shirts made. I want to have a little theme that we can do with them. So, if you guys have names, ideas for names, put them in the comments. Come on Instagram. Send me a message in a bottle. Telegraph me. Whatever. Just, I'm curious to know some creative names. I have a few bouncing around in my head, but I always want to hear more. So, thank you. Alright, so my original idea was to use this plate and then tie into it with the Crossmember to either side here, and then these dudes right here, the Darth Vader helmets, was my original plan. And it's just too awkward. The way that this mounts back here is awkward. It sticks out too far to make access in the back of the engine awkward. Engine lid won't close. Whole plethora of things, right? Plus, I'm figuring it's putting stress on the bell housing because I have my fulcrum out here, so all the weight's out there, so just none of that is super ideal. So, bend up a tube, show that real quick. Here, nothing else. But that bend is perfect. The length is almost perfect, so I'm just going to bend the other end. It's 1.5 inch, eighth wall. HREW tubing, so it's plenty strong for a Crossmember. It's going to hang a little. And okay, so bent that tube thinking it was going to go here, and the more I thought about it, didn't really like that setup. I don't like how low it sits here. It just looks like it's something that's going to get caught on everything. Any obstacle that we come across, we manage to clear with the belly, you're going to get hung up on that. So really want something that's going to tuck up tighter to the engine, so I've been brainstorming that. Ordered a variety of different bushings and mounts that I can experiment with. So I'm just going to wait for those to come. I'm going to sleep on it, look at some pictures of other Crossmembers, and just kind of stew on it and let the old creative juices flow. Also take into account, of course, where the exhaust has to come for everything. And like I said, I still want to be able to close the engine lid to maintain a somewhat factory stealthy kind of look back here, not giving away that this engine's in there as much as possible. So that's a quick update on the bus. I'll have the wheels back tomorrow from blasting, be ready to mount them up. So I think once I do that, I'm going to roll the whole show out just to get an overall feel for what it looks and kind of, again, get the old creative juices going a little bit and try to determine what else I want to do. I've got a few ideas, and I just want to kind of look at the whole picture overall from the outside and brainstorm a little bit, I guess. So that's what's happened with the bus. So the thing, as you see, is rolled out. I tinkered with it a little bit today. As soon as the bus is rolled out, I think it's going on the lift, and I'm going to button up the rest of its air ride so it's ready to cruise. So that's all done. with this video, you saw me dragging in some axles and the whatever. Here they are. So, here's the Toyota axles that I picked up last week. Transmission I picked up last week. I'm going to set up on my chassis jig. And they are ready to, I mean, obviously this is all mocked up. Transmission's going to be up higher. Rear pinion needs set. Front caster needs set. Everything needs, it's just a mock-up. So, don't eat me. But everything mounted up here on the chassis jig. I've picked up that TDI engine, which is going to get mated up to this dude with an Acme adapter, which should be here tomorrow according to tracking info. So, going to be a TDI mounted on the front of here. We're going to have a TDI 4-wheel drive Toyota buggy. I don't know if you're familiar with anyone that's familiar with the Formula toy class, used to be in Wii Rock, but that's kind of what I'm starting to emulate. It's going to be a rectangular tube chassis. This 2x3 3/16 wall tube that I had bought to rebuild a chassis on a Jeep, and then that never materialized, so it's just been sitting here. I have no other use for a piece of 2x3 tube like that short of building some kind of gantry crane, so I figure it's best to repurpose into frame rails for this rather than just building a full tubular rock buggy structure. So that's the start of the mystery project. I guess that we'll show what I'm going to do for the rest of this. You can kind of see it hiding back here, but this is a 1974 Volkswagen thing. Not sure if I've mentioned it previously in videos or not. I picked it up at auction last year, and it is super rusty. Most of the pan is made out of road signs. The engine's locked up. I mean, you can see there's like roofing tar holding the mirrors on. The front's beat up, the back's beat up, the rockers are gone, floor's gone. I mean, it's toasted. Probably could be restored, but by the time you put that amount of money into it, it would be a lost cause because you just go buy a solid one and save all the time. So this body will be sliced and diced and set on a tube chassis to build an off-road thing that's 4-wheel drive with a TDI, and it should be a pretty sweet little rig, I think. Alright guys, so that was a quick update. I know that kind of didn't show a ton, introduced the project at least, so got that out of the way. It's been a very hectic week. Kids went back to school. I had a bunch of big work come in that I had to do to earn money and actually pay for all this junk. And I just appreciate you guys just sticking around and coming along. A lot happened behind the scenes. A lot of parts got ordered for the bus. A lot of parts got ordered for the buggy to get it off the ground and moving fast. And next week, I promise, Pinky Swear, Scouts Honor, whatever you are into, that there'll be a lot of content coming down the pipe. This thing is going to be hopefully together to the point that it moves under its own power and can drive out of this shop. The buggy, I think, will take shape next week a lot, and I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about the bus. I'm excited to show all this stuff to you guys. I'm excited that we're about to hit 100 subscribers, so if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you did, because that 100 subscriber mark means we can get a custom URL and help promote the channel more. So, and I want to share this with as many people as I can, get out there, inspire people, show cool stuff, get other people interested in doing it, and it's really exciting, and I want everybody to come along for the ride. So, again, appreciate all of you, appreciate all the subscriptions, appreciate the likes, appreciate all you guys on Instagram, and next week, look forward to bringing you tons and tons and tons of cool stuff. So, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.